Check, check. 111. Well, that's the thing. Selective service is still applied to my person. I found out in a Federal Bureau of Investigation background search, and they said, "Watch out. He might be summoned by the American military any day of his life, and within 24 hours he's to respond to the notice, or else." Or else what? He'll be sentenced to jail for 2 years under draft evasion, and he'll be a felon for the rest of his life. It's not a joke. So you'll notice the location is right next to a nuclear submarine parking spot. Now, a submarine may park there. I'll get a note and I'll have to respond within 24 hours. It's my choice. I can always go to jail for 2 years for draft evasion and be a felon for the rest of my life. Get onto the submarine that parks in the submarine parking spot, and learn as I go to a real world, real life situation. Now, thankfully for me, there's always been someone else more qualified to fill my shoes. Thankfully for me, and for that I'm very grateful. So, chick, check, check, check. Not chiming off just yet. We have an op sale. So, is my vacation between the 12th and the 15th? If that surface ship decides to park and take up space for all tourists, for me, I'll finally be allowed, to just walk onto the Navy section of the dock, all hibbity bibbity like one of everyone else, and check out what a surface ship is, what a surface ship is like. Says now, this particular playlist isn't part of the radio show, and I've apologized before. Said I don't like how there's commercials in here, but I did stress one thing. There's children, babies, infants, and newborns within my earshot, and I mentioned before, what I won't mention now because the windows are open, and it's a kind of like Duncan from Paul Simon. No, at this point, I suppose, or baby, who's to say?